announcing the official contest of the Jimbo Jitsu YouTube channel. Recipe is the theme. So what we're doing here is a recipe video contest. You can either submit me a reply typed up, you can send me a private message with your recipe, or you can make a video and send me the link and I will include it in the category it belongs in, and I will also make a playlist for each video, for each category. So this is the 2013 winter contest running from October to December 21st, and the first thing you need to know in the contest is when you submit it, you need to state this is a Jimbo Jitsu YouTube channel recipe contest. You need to state that. It needs to be in your title and it needs to be in your description of your video. The theme is recipe, and the judging will be creativity, simplicity, flavor profile, and if it's a video submission, presentation. I'm going to ask you to describe or give the recipe within 5 minutes or less. You can have a 30-minute video, but give us a link to where you're describing your recipe at so the judges can judge it. If a judge has to watch 10 30-minute videos, it's just not going to be fun for them to judge. So let's try and keep your whole recipe in a 5-minute segment of your video and link to it so we know where it is, so the judge can just click on this is my recipe in your description and put the time, and he can click on that and it'll jump right to there. That'll help the judges. Okay, who knows, they may watch the whole videos. Not everybody's a YouTube partner that can make a 30-minute video. On and on and on and on. That's our contest. That's the rules. I'm going to start off with Anything Fowl is the first video. Back to the video. So, as an example of what we did this year in our cook-off and our competitions, I'm going to go through this recipe contest. I'm going to show you what I turned in at every category in the recipe contest. You go ahead and do whatever you want, make up whatever food you want. You got a specialty, you got a recipe you've tweaked. Just don't steal somebody else's recipe and submit it. That's all I ask. And this is the honor system. If you got a recipe that you've tweaked, then it's yours. Hi, I'm Jimbo Jitsu, and this is my example of a submission to the contest. Not coffee. Anything fowl. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a smoked chicken salad sandwich. I'm going to start off with Knox Spice Yummy Chicken. I'm going to smoke that chicken, then I'm going to jerk it. I'm going to jerk it off the bone. I'm going to mix it with a little bit of mayo, some sour cream. I'm going to build a really thick chicken salad sandwich, and I'm going to quarter it and turn it in for the judges. I'm going to add just a bit of diced tomatoes in there. Some chips is my garnish. That's it. That's my recipe. If you've never had a smoked chicken salad sandwich and you like smoked chicken, I think you're going to love this. The cream cheese isn't so much for flavor as it more helps the binding process. Thank you very much. I hope you vote for my video. Actually, you can't vote for my video, but thanks. That's the example. I hope you all enjoy this contest. Now we're going to get on with the prize section. Alright, we won't be having trophies like this yet, but we may one day. Prizes for the contest. Delphi Farms Barbecue Smokehouse and Catering is donating a $100 Amazon gift card. It's also known as the Jimbo Jitsu, donated by Jimbo Jitsu, aka Delphi Farms LLC. Delphi Farms Barbecue Smokehouse and Catering was the $100 Amazon gift card. I talked about having a contest, and my friend Brian Knox from Knox Spice Company said, "Hey Jimbo, I want to donate a prize." I said, "Sure, Brian, what do you want to donate?" And, well, he sent me a Knox Spice gift basket of 4, and he also gave us some singles, so we'll use those to round out the prize. Here's the link to Knox Spice gift basket. As you know, I use this spice all the time. I like to use garlic in combination with it. It's a great spice. He has a lot of different spices him and his brother Tim came up with, and I'm just proud to be able to eat such good spice like yummy chicken. Okay, now Rochelle from Tastefully Simple is going to donate a prize, and once we work out that package, we'll put her link here in the next video and the prize. I'm in the process of talking with Chef Amadeus and his Bump Spice. He's talking about offering a prize. As I announced this, I saw some people comment on like the Facebook, and some people over here, I think Tango Spice might have commented, Sal might have commented on donating prizes. I can't figure out where those comments were. I'm pretty sure Smoky Goodness did too, but the only two official things I have as firm prizes now are Knox Spice and the $100 Amazon gift card, which of themselves is great, but I would like to get a prize for each recipe so we could have at least 5 prizes. So if you want to donate something, please just send me a message or reply in the comments, and we'll get connected that way. So that's our video contest. We're going to start off with Anything Fowl. It's going to run all the way through December 21st, and we will have the winners announced shortly after that, and we will put you in contact with the prize to the winner. And basically, like, Tastefully Simple is chosen. If once we get this worked out, we'll do a quick demo of what their prize is, and they will mail it to you so they can interact with you, and I don't have to pay for shipping. It works out great, and that's about it. Babble, babble, rabble, rabble. Thank you all for watching. Look at this. I'm back now. Matt, for your contest, tag me on pictures. Smiley face, kind of like how I do it. Take care, Brian, and it says enjoy at the bottom. Thank you, Brian Knox, for sending me a box of your spices. Sorry for opening it up, but we got to show our contestants here what they're getting. And I'm just going to put this back in the box, and whoever wins will get this mailed off to them with a little card from me. Oh, this looks... Oh, this is nice. Nice gift box. I have not seen that before. Good job, Brian. I really like the style. It's also shrink wrapped, so it would help with any moisture problems. Festive Barbecue Sabroso Mexican seasoning. K-Bob, I've had that. That's really good. Tasty Treat fruit seasoning. Now these are 3 spices I've never even tried. I've been so busy I didn't even realize Brian came out with 3. I knew he came out with kebab, but yeah, this is a whole new set of spices. Whoever wins is dang lucky. They'll get to try them before me. Alright, so thank you, Knox Spice Company, for donating these prizes. This is going to be a wonderful second place. And I actually may go, whoever wins first gets to choose their prize, whoever wins second gets to choose their prize. That way we can match up the prize for the person really well. Let's go this way. Yep. Okay, so we're going to box that back up, and we will ship it off to the winner of the Jimbo Jitsu YouTube channel recipe contest, Winter 2013. Thank you all for participating. Alright, the first process is part of the process is to rinse thoroughly and try and get all foreign specks off of your chicken. Do this in cold water. The idea is to reduce the parts per million and get the contaminants out. Let's take a look at this thigh. This one's actually pretty good. Most of its skin is attached. This is pretty good cut. Whereas, say, this one has most of its skin detached, and so it's kind of a hack job on that cut there. So just pat these good and dry, and then you want to salt them and let the salt sit on the skin for a good 20 minutes while it starts to bring the water out. That's usually when I add my spice. You can add the spice at the same time, though. You don't have to wait 20 minutes. And so today I'm going to try a couple of different things. I'm going to try doing one with oil and spice, one with barbecue sauce style spice, and then just yummy chicken. So we'll see how this goes. Now if you're competing, this is when you're going to start sorting out the pieces you're going to use and you not use. Like I said, skin. For me, skin, I like to have all the skin attached, although oddly enough I pull it all off at the end when I was competing, because I made chicken salad sandwiches and that worked really good. I didn't have time to perfect my skin, so I didn't try to compete head to head against the one of the world's best chicken thigh teams. And instead I kind of flanked them by making a chicken salad sandwich, and actually won a couple of times with that. But now I'm going to try and figure out how to do good skin. I've had people say use oil. How the Heavenly Hog team does is they coat it in barbecue sauce, put it in a pan, and they set it that skin side down. They cook it. Last 30 minutes they flip it over and let the top finish off. So we're going to try that. We're going to try oil, and we're going to try just a dry rub. And that's how you cook these two that have the skin on them pretty well. Chicken on we're going to spray them with oil, and we're going to coat them with yummy chicken. These two that the skin isn't on so well, we're going to put face down in a little pan, and we're going to cook them in barbecue sauce. These two that have the skin pretty good also over here, we're going to just coat with salt and yummy chicken and some pepper. So, some people like to use the flavor of olive oil. Some people like to use whatever. I like the Kirkland brand spray. It has a better flavor, and it's canola oil, which is actually healthier than olive oil. Huh. Just doesn't have a big budget. Yes, there is. Okay, it's thoroughly oiled. It's not the main ingredient, but it's in there, so we're just going to coat it good. And we got our yummy chicken. Okay, since there is salt in yummy chicken, we're just going to do table salt and not actually grind it. Interesting. Fall weather. And look at the moisture sitting on top of that. Okay, we've got some salt coming out. Don't need a lot because there's some in the yummy chicken. And once again, we're going to cover this with yummy chicken. And just let it sit. We're going to let these sit for about 20 minutes while the smoker heats up. I find a pan and then some barbecue sauce. I think I still have some. Yummy chicken, I love my yummy chicken. Alright, one skin side up, one skin side down. Another chicken. Alright, there we go. We'll be back every 30 minutes to put the pellets in. The water pan is right here, pulled slightly forward. It looks like I need to add more water to it, which is fine because the smoke is now going. So cooling that down a little bit so it stays below 300 degrees is a good thing. So I'm not going to even add hot water because I bet by the time I get back out it'll be like close to 320. There you have it, folks. That's how you prepare chicken for a competition cook-off. Now what I'm going to do is, as I said, smoke it. We're going to let these process out. We're going to see what it looks like at the end, and I'll choose which one I would turn in. This is the official video contest. First video, starting October 1st, running through December 21st, 2013. First prize is a $100 Amazon gift card. Second prize is, we have actually several prizes. Knox Spice and some other people are donating some stuff. I got to get online and see what all's going on and post this video. Alright, here we have the canola spray with the yummy chicken. Here we have the Heavenly Hog style competition. And then we just have the yummy chicken with yummy chicken, no spray, salt. So, when you're judging in competition, it's taste, texture, appearance. Texture would be the skin, and then, like for a rib, if you bite into it and all the meat comes off in your mouth and you have a bone and a mouthful of meat, that's a bad texture. If you can't bite through your skin, which we can demonstrate by simply cutting with a knife, then it's too chewy. This cuts through really well, so that's a good sign. Not a lot of smoke ring going on there because it was cooked in the barbecue sauce. So we have a good texture, it looks like, going on this one that was cooked in sauce. Over here we have the canola. We were trying to go for a crisper situation, and that's looking rubbery to me. I don't know. Yeah, see, it's not cutting through there at all. This is, you know, pretty typical for me cooking, smoking chicken, and that's why I just go straight to the jerk it and turn it into a chicken salad sandwich. It's so much better. And this was the one cooked down. It too has a kind of rubbery texture. Cooked up, rubbery. This one was down and I flipped it up at the very end. Oh, there we go. Now we got some good texture on the skin. So if you do it with canola oil and you cook it skin side down, when you flip it over at the end, kind of like I did these, then you're going to have a good texture on your skin. That's good to know. This is a great improvement. I can actually make chicken that I can not have to jerk. Alright, okay, so this is the different types. Anything fowl turn in. I start by toasting my buns. In the competition, I would have thrown this out and toasted some more buns. It's just slightly too toasted. I like it that way, but I would not turn that much toasted into a judge. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I only use mayonnaise. Actually, I use a very small amount of tomato, and I use a little bit of cream cheese to help it bind too. So I'm just going to dice up this tomato real quick, fresh from our garden, probably our last ones, and we'll set that aside and get on with it. Alright, and that's what I use for my smoked chicken. And I just pull it into chunks. Now it's still real hot, and then I let it cool down. And when I'm at the competition, I take and I have 2 sets of ice packs that I put the meat between and stick it in the cooler. And see, you want to take this out. That's not going to chew well. You don't want the judge to have that. Not in a chicken salad sandwich. Fat's good to have in there, not the globbles. Alright, there, it's almost enough for a chicken salad sandwich. And I like to see if there's any skin that isn't rubbery. There usually is. Break little bits of that up in there. Okay. Here, there's a surprise piece of skin. Okay. But like that. That way when they bite into it, there's definitely the taste and texture of chicken going on. And like I said, I just use a little bit of mayonnaise. Oh, these are right. And I'm wearing gloves simply because that's what I do when I compete, and it keeps the mayonnaise from getting under your fingernails along with the cream cheese. It's probably more tomatoes than what I want, so we'll just take these here. The gold ones are Sun Gold. The red ones are Sweet 1000s or something. First time in my life of buying hybrid tomatoes, and they were actually pretty good. Okay, it's still too big, so let's... dice these babies up some. What you want is when they bite into the tomato, they taste the tomato, but they don't get a lot of tomato in their food. So it's a flavor sensation. As they're chewing along, they get this extra little bit of oh this and oh that, and it just adds to the whole thing. All right, now we're ready to mix up our. All right, the next step, and that's mixing up what you will need for your Sammy. Look at that, that's some nice looking pink skin chicken there. Some of this will taste good too, it's a little bit different. That's almost 2 sandwiches right there, so. Just break this up a little bit, make sure there's no hard pieces in there for the judges to bite into. And a little bit of Knox spice seasoning going on there. Now we're just going to go like this real quickly. You don't want to break up your chicken too small. It won't be a consistency that they identify with chicken. Now we'll start with a little bit of mayonnaise. And a little bit of cream cheese. I was hoping to get thinner spread than that. And I think that's going to make it. It's actually more than I needed. That's okay. Stir it around, mix it up. And I want more chicken than that, so that's okay. But we got a little more spice than normal. So I want a big ball of chicken just hanging on that sandwich. It really is a visual pleasing. And I'm going to quarter this because there's 4 judges, so you need a good binder going on there. So besides the taste, you got to have a good binder. Keep everything together. Okay, now this is where we add the tomato. I almost want to put a little more cream cheese in there. Let's try that. Do another little bit more binding. There we go. Don't mix it in so well. Okay, now we just need some tomato. Get the big chunk out. And that should do it. Okay, now I am going to put mayonnaise on the bread, which I did not prepare for that at all. One glove comes off. Yeah, I'd toss this bun. It's a little too tough. You want a nice tender bun with just a little bit of crisp going on here. Like I said, I'm not getting judged on this. You're only going to see it. So, we've gotten lots of mayonnaise on there. Now let's put our chicken. Oh. We're going to need a clean cutting board. And when you're competing, that's a clean cutting board. Okay. And I forgot my toothpicks. Alright, I almost forgot to videotape the most nerve-wracking part. The cutting of the sandwich. Now this isn't a serrated edge, so you gotta be really gentle to get through the top of that crust. And I've already lost, as you can see, a considerable amount of meat, but I'll tuck that in later on. Okay, we're gonna stop the camera, wipe our hands, and get back to it. Okay, now we're at a competition and we have to put this in a box that's going to fit with the lid closed, which this won't because my toothpicks are too big. And it has to make it to the judges that looks kind of cute. And is something they can bite easily. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. And tastes good. I tasted this chicken and oh, you know, I know I'm going to win that just on the taste alone. If you haven't had smoked chicken salad, I think you'll really enjoy this. But the taste alone won't do it. That's only 1/3 of the judging. It's appearance, taste, and texture. So that's why I would have scrapped the bun and started over. And this is where you take the time to play around with the food to make it look good. Now most people use a sea of green as their garnish. And I just want this on the outside so it looks like, you know, there's so much chicken it's just falling off everywhere. Got that? And then I usually use potato chips. Actually, I usually use Doritos and Fritos because they have a good contrast. They're chips everyone recognizes and usually enjoys. I don't particularly eat those, so I have these chips that I will use as my garnish. There's not a significant color contrast. So I'm just, oh, there's a bit. So I would have put the plain down and then piled these up in the center like a haystack. So we'll save a couple for that. And we'll just kind of let these fall kind of naturally. Let's not cover up our chicken. And, you know, I use a bigger bun or a croissant when I compete. And if I use a croissant, I make 4 of them. But as you can see, hopefully this is all getting videoed. Yes, it is. Just kind of stack it up so the center looks a little taller than the rest of it. And hope that your box doesn't get shaken all over as it's delivered. And there you go. You have a chicken salad sandwich competition. This is my Anything Fowl video, and this is what I would turn in at a competition. I don't know what's going on with my lighting there. I'm going to flip over to a photo. Alright, so there's an example of how you can make a video recipe, Anything Fowl. This is the first of a video series that we're doing for the Jimbo Jitsu YouTube channel. Recipe cook-off. Be a total of 6 entries and going from October 1st to December 21st. Let me know if you want to contribute a prize. I got a piece of tomato when I first bit in, so I had that little flavor of a tomato as it blended over into that smoky goodness of a smoked chicken. This is great. If you haven't tried, like I said, smoked pulled chicken salad sandwich, I really recommend it. A little bit of cream cheese doesn't really change the flavor any, it just helps bind it, but it might make it a little sweeter. This is breakfast at 5 a.m. Alright, we're going to start with the yummy chicken salt. Got some good smoke going on there. Skin's just a bit chewy. This piece looks like it's going to be even more chewy. But it's got good smoke flavor going on. Works great with the yummy chicken. Nice and moist. Just lacking texture. Now we got the canola oil yummy chicken. And, well, let's just put this whole thing in my mouth, I guess. This is a lot more juicier than this one for some reason. They were both cooked upside down. This has oil in that, didn't it? Okay. And better skin. So, this is good news. Oil it, cook the skin side down. I normally don't like my chicken drowning in barbecue sauce, that's why I don't cook it this way. And it's hard to get smoke on it. Oh. But man, that has good texture. It's soft, almost like butter. And the skin just chews right up. It's great. So put not a lot of smoke, and what there is hidden by the barbecue sauce quite a bit. You can see there's a little bit of pink going on there, but This is definitely would be the one winning if I was judging, and this would have had a higher score than that for sure. And this was pretty good too, though. So there's 3 ways you can try and make competition. Chicken, anything fowl, and what I'm going to do now is take all 3 of these chicken breasts, and I'm going to jerk them, cool them down, and put them in a sandwich. And we'll show you that's what I typically turned in, and I'll show you which awards I won for that.
Shucks, that's good.
Hi Diego, out of YouTube. Welcome to our show today, Thurston County. Just before we get started, I'd like to talk a little bit about competition. We did some competition this year. I was encouraged to do it. I didn't want to do it. I went and ahead and did it, and I won a lot of stuff. This year is a South Sound Barbecue Festival trophy. Can you see the top now? And I actually, this is a replica. Because at that festival, they give you the trophy for a year, and then they take it back. So I spoke with the team members that I competed with, and we had a trophy made up for ourselves. We actually had one for each of us. This is the replication of the trophy because we felt that we worked hard. We came in, we swept 20 other teams to take the championship for the Mushroom Festival. Speaking of the Mushroom Festival, first trophy I won, second place, Feast Choice, which means this here trophy represents people's choice at the Mushroom Festival. One of the problems I had with getting first choice was, first I competed against 2 casinos and a restaurant, myself and a bunch of volunteers. We pre-made our bacon bites the night before the festival. We made 2,000 of these. That's how many we figured from last year's sales we would need to cover both days. 1,600 of those went the first day. We did not have the capacity to make more. We ran out of those the second day. We still had our mushroom. We had mushroom skewers. We were doing different types of mushrooms and a teriyaki sauce. So we still had tastes out there, but the one that was winning, we ran out. And here's the irony. I ran into some friends a couple different times, and they're like, "Oh, we loved your food. We spent all our tickets on your food." Well, you get a package of 7 tastes and 1 judging card. So if you spent 7 tastes on my food and not the other people's food and judged once, that means 6 other people didn't get a chance to taste my food. So that's my theory as to why we came in second place. However, on the Chef's Choice, we came in first place at the Mushroom Festival. Like I said, that was against 2 casinos. I mean, they had at least 4 to 8 staff members each, and a restaurant that had 2 or 3. These are all professional chefs. I had myself, a guy who has competed in some cook-offs before, my wife, who is very good, and random volunteers from the Rotary Club coming and helping. Unskilled labor. Now, also, I competed at some cook-offs, and each one of these represents a first place in some category. I'm not going to go through all of these, but like, well, these are bronze, and these are qualifying rounds, and I pretty much won everything. The one thing I did win consistently, here's an Anything Fowl, Gourmet Burger, Pitmaster's Choice, another Pitmaster's Choice. The thing I won consistently when I competed was Gourmet Burger. I never lost that category. So these are all qualifying rounds at different cook-offs in Thurston County. Mr. T would be jealous. Okay, and then these silvers, which are the semifinals. Gourmet Burger, Anything Fowl, Gourmet Burger Champion, Anything Fowl, Pitmaster, Anything Turf, Anything Turf. So the only thing I didn't win in the semifinals was, because there were 2 semifinal rounds, was anything surf. And then in the championship, we threw down and I got anything bowl and anything turf. That can't be right. I think we mixed up the medals here. Because I got Gourmet Burger and Pitmaster's Choice. So I think Noel and I, or Heavenly Hog and I, have swapped medals. Anyways, each team took 2 gold medals out of the 6 categories. There were 3 teams that made it through the semifinals and made it through the whole season and competed. We've decided to join together and call ourselves BBQ Unlimited, and we will be doing catering events and events for you. So it wasn't hard to compete. I won lots of stuff. It wasn't that fun, really, because we were vending food and we were trying to put on events. And, I never wanted to compete because it's a lot of work, but I did all those things and I was able to bring home the gold. I think Heavenly Hog has our gold medals and we have theirs, because I have anything bowl and anything turf. And I think I won Gourmet Burger and Pitmaster's Choice. I know I won Gourmet Burger, because that's the one thing I won first every time throughout the entire season.